Booyah! All right, guys. Good morning. Whew. All right. I'm not as awake as yesterday yet, so I got a tea with ginger and turmeric. It's caffeine free, but it's got a bunch of other good vitamins in here, so hopefully that'll do the trick. It's still really hot. But I sound better than yesterday. Okay, good, good. So I'm less sick, more tired. It's always a bit of a slippery slope. Can't really find the perfect balance yet. All right, guys, good morning. Welcome back here. It's 9:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We still got pretty much 28 minutes before the market opens at 9:30. It's a Thursday, December 3rd. Let's get on with it, huh? LIZE is one of the lead gappers that we're looking at today, and you know, so far so good. It's actually, I really like the fact that it gapped up over 100% and it has a catalyst. Looks like enters in car audio collaboration with XPeng Motors. That's a nice catalyst. Let's pull it up here. Also, 23 million float, 107 million market cap, really nice. I wonder if they list XPEV anywhere here on this site. Not that I can find. Surprised they didn't list the XPEV. This has been one of the hottest flying tickers, Chinese EV companies. We just sold our XPEV on this move here. We bought it around here at 52, and then I sold it yesterday. Was that during the stream? I think it was during the stream. Really small profit we made on it because we had to hold through this kind of dip area. We sold all of our EVs yesterday, but they kept on going up like another 10-15% pre-market, so that could have been, could have made a lot of money if we just held a little bit longer, but that's kind of always the case. What I'm looking for LIZI is ideally some continuation. It looks like EVK was extremely overtraded now pre-market, so I'm kind of worried about this one, but we'll keep on focusing on EVK in a second. LIZI, I like what we're seeing here. This one gives me a little bit more confidence on a market open kind of move. My biggest worry was the $4 resistance zone on LIZI. We broke over the $4, and then we're kind of using that area now as support. I'm going to be looking for $5 and $6 as the next really major resistance zone. And if we could break back above that, I'd be looking for like $7.50 or so. So LIZI, I really like that upside potential. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this ticker for sure. EVK, this is the hot one we were all watching pre-market. This one, unfortunately, looks like it has no catalyst. So it's always one of those things that make you a little bit nervous. Apparel manufacturing Chinese company, 4 million float, 31 million market cap. I couldn't find a catalyst on Finviz. I couldn't find an SEC filing anywhere. I was checking the filings, nothing new there. Wow, look at Finviz has so many ads. My old laptop used to crash when I opened Finviz. That's how bad Finviz is with ads. It's insane. They just keep popping up. All right, I'm gonna close this. So I couldn't find any ads or any ads. I couldn't find any PR or catalyst on this ticker EVK. No SEC filing, so I don't know. These Chinese tickers, I didn't trade any of it. We had a big first leg here. Obviously, this was yesterday. Then we consolidated. Then we opened around 4 a.m. for pre-market trading. And around 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. we get that next second leg to the upside. So we already have a huge leg here. We have consolidation, no more than 25% down from pre-market highs, 27% maybe. And then we have another leg here, about 80%. The first leg was about 150, or no, that's not true. The first leg was about 120%. The second leg right now around 80%. So maybe we'll see another pop there. But I gotta say, I'm a little bit weary here. Maybe we're gonna get a pop, but it's probably gonna be, I don't know, maybe it's going to all be pre-market. Last time EVK was up in these areas, guys, it had, you know, a lot of resistance here and just kind of sold off right around the 670s, 650 zone. Huge resistance on this ticker. No catalyst. We'll see what happens. I'm a little bit skeptical, but hey, you know, it's a Chinese ticker. These are always questionable, but sometimes they have a lot of energy, so you just kind of trade the price action pretty much. You found the ad. The ads are insane on FinViz. I guess they want you to upgrade, right? Because I think it's ad free. I'm gonna contact FinViz. Be like, hey guys, you want me to use your site, right? EVK popping up again here. Watching. Gonna start with a $500 position or 500 share size. Nice breakout. 640 is the possible support here. Going down a little bit. Trying to get an entry here, fill it at 643. Nice volume breakout, that's what I was waiting for. Small size here on this one though. Let's see how we can break out from this area. Averaged up. Yeah, that average might have not worked. Looking for that last pop here. I averaged up my position. Wanted a full size and it looked like we were gonna hold. All right, I'm gonna close this position, basically close for where I bought it. A little unfortunate, I could have walked away with $60 profit. I ended up averaging into the position. I don't always do that on my breakouts, but EVK has been the one to kind of show a lot of promise. So I felt like, okay, you know, I'll do it. Sometimes you gotta, you know, get aggressive. Unfortunately, this time it didn't work out, no big deal. So yeah, I don't know if that was a small loss or a small win. Either way, it was a scratch in my eyes. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta take those profits quickly, but let's keep going here. This one is really hot right now. And what I'm worried about is that into the market open, since it's over traded, you guys know I'm very weary of over traded stocks. Remember, that's one of the key things on the checklist. If you come over to the Connect page, you can see here, I am always really weary here on, is it not over traded, right? That's a part of our pre-market checklist. You guys can find it in the video description below. But everything else fits out pretty good. I really like the fact that it's holding its highs well. Everything is looking good. Fast rate of change between $2 and $7, while it was originally. Doesn't have a catalyst though. This is a big warning sign. And that float is really nice on this ticker. Again, like we were talking about before, 4 million float. So it has that spike ability. So we'll see. We'll see how we want to treat it. Now it's kind of popping up again. This could be some interesting moves here. Thanks, Harley. So I'm up very slightly on EVK, mainly because I wasn't trading it that much. I got, 3 good trades, then gave it back a little bit here, and then I just had a scratch. So I'm up 80 bucks on this one, and then LIZE. I bought a very small, I tried to buy the breakout here, but I didn't hold through it all the way. LIZI popping up now. Watching, good momentum here. Am I going to be buying Airbnb today? Probably not. Maybe if it really sells off hardcore, I will probably buy it at one point. Probably not today though. When is it IPO? I'm not sure. EVK, that new high at 6.6. Wondering if we're going to run to 7. Watching 450, maybe it's going to get chipped away here. Buying into 450, looking for that breakout. That's struggling. Nope. Not the biggest size, but still. Don't want to get, carried away. Yeah, it's struggling here. Struggling quite a bit. Looking for that break of 4.5. I bought into the breakout. So that was a breakout trade. Didn't work out. So far it's not working out, but so far still in my risk tolerance. Sell volume is light, but still a little riskier. All right, I'm out of this trade at 47. Very quick. I saw the support was getting chipped away a little bit. Gave back 30 bucks profit on this one. Ooh, my last 2 trades giving back a little bit of profit here. Not the nicest thing. Still up a little bit pre-market, but nothing to really celebrate about here. So not the best trading from my end so far. Gotta be aware of that. I gotta drink more tea. I'll have to run to the restroom soon. EVK, guys, still looking quite interesting. LIZI on the backside right now did not have a successful breakout. Could see some bigger support though at one point. You just have to use a broker that allows it to. Most brokers allow pre-market trading. Even Robinhood has pre-market trading. Theirs just starts really late. I think it's like 9. I don't know if they changed it. Guys, today I should wear the glove. The glove has the answers. Yeah, sure, contact them. I'm surprised that you're having issues, but definitely contact them if you are. Shouldn't be the case. Maybe they changed something. What you could do, Han, is just trade it with small position size just to kind of get your feet wet. And then as you gain more comfortable feelings around the ticker, then you can increase position size to your normal position size. That's what I always like doing, pre-market trading at light size. Yeah, that would have been a really good multi-month even hold. We were talking about that back in September, right? EVK is the one I'm most nervous about, mainly because in my eyes, it's totally overextended. Huge resistance around 6. So, and it's on its second leg right now. I could easily see this thing pulling back a little bit more, 25-30%. So, I'm going to be a bit more cautious on it. Opportunity. Oh, guys, I wanted to get the recap video out, November recap yesterday, but it got a little bit longer than I was expecting, so I was trying to edit it down, and the editing took a lot longer than I expected, so I didn't finish it. So today should be the day. Ended up reviewing a lot more than I thought I would be reviewing. My goal right now is to squeeze in as much of this tea as possible. I feel like that's the best thing I could do right now to prepare for trading. All right. Darth, I feel like you have a correlation with these dislikes every time I see your name. Maybe because you're just the one that calls it out. I don't know. So the SPY is at a weekly high right now at 367, just absolutely insane. This thing just does not want to stop. So really solid breakout here. I'm still a little bit kind of skeptical how much more it's going to go, but it seems like a really consistent little rally. But the highs just don't ever feel like they're that high. So maybe today we'll move on up. Quickly check out the 4 hours on EVK and LIZI. So EVK right now roughly getting close to that big $7 former top. Kind of at the end of its second leg to the upside in my eyes. That's why I want to be extra careful with this ticker. Could have an open where it pops higher and then it just really flushes hard. I don't know. It's, to me, it's totally overextended. So I really want to be kind of careful how I treat this one. If we go to the weekly chart, you can see we have some bigger resistance right around here between 650 and 7, and then that high of 8.5. So if we break past 7, 8.5 could also be an option. In response to that, LIZI here had that big area of $4 pre-market. We were in the chat room talking that $4, got to watch out with that area, but we actually ended up flying past that on the 5-minute. You can see here we broke past the $4, big volume, and it kept on moving up, and then actually $4 ended up being a big support zone. So this could have been a really good spot to maybe accumulate and then look for a move back above 4 or 5, which we had a little bit of a fake out there. I didn't do it though. I did one little breakout trade on LIZI. So now we got $6 as the next probably major zone I'd be looking for. We had a high of 5.2, so I wonder where we're gonna go from there. And then if we break 6, I'd probably be looking for like 750 roughly first, somewhere around that. And then afterwards, I'd probably be keeping an eye on like 850 or so. I think LIZI has a higher chance of running into the market open because right now it's had its first leg, it's consolidating, and it has that second leg opportunity. While EVK, in my eyes, had that first leg, consolidated, and had that second leg, the gap, right, and go. That's why it's called the gap and go. To me, usually the go is at market open, and to me, EVK kind of already had that go. So that's why I'm like, I would probably put my money right now on LIZI. Well, I'll be ready to trade both, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Nice on. Happy to hear. Welcome to the team, Roland. Heiko should be coming in here shortly. Alright, there's going to be several bathroom breaks. I'm going to chug this liter of tea after chugging like 2 cups of coffee. This is going to be pretty savage. yeah, he is one AP Pro. Getting himself a haircut too. EVK guys, bit of a sell-off here. I don't really think it's the end of this one, but I don't want to trade into that right now. What's the FTEK actually had a really good bounce yesterday. Same with DPW. DPW, look at this. FTEK almost identical. Ready? DPW. Sold off and then had a nice little green bounce. Actually, a lot of these tickers had similar moves. QS even kind of sold off. Sell off. CIIC, similar move. Very similar. Look how similar CIIC and FTEK are. They're almost identical. And DPW, almost all identical 1 daily charts. You know what, I'm actually gonna save this as my Overwatch again, save grid. All right, guys, we got another 4 minutes here, plenty of time to just kind of make sure you're ready to go. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was filming the recap video when he was doing that, 1AP Pro. But, oh yeah, we got all day usually to mess around here. That's why I'm not pooping out as many videos right now. All right, got 3 minutes. I'm gonna quickly run to the restroom and then I'll be right back. In the meantime, I will leave you guys with a beautiful disclaimer. Boom. Well, in that case, darn. Look at the screen right now. Some serious emojis you got there. I would not be looking at LIZI for a swing trade personally, but I could be wrong. I'd rather swing trade SPCB, but or not SPCB. I wouldn't swing trade really any of these personally. Maybe SPCB. I would have to look more into it. Thanks, Final Countdown. All right, guys, we got another 30 seconds here. Make sure everything is looking good to go. Let's go and make sure you have time before set up. I'm gonna have LIZI on my main screen and then EVK right above me on my second screen up there. You guys will see the current setup in the recap video later today, or not the November recap. 1,000 shares ready to go on both of these tickers. Good luck, guys. There it goes, LIZI. Really nice move there, back above VWAP. This is what our original trade was actually about. Right now, TD's not showing the trades on the chart, which is a little bit annoying, but something that we're kind of used to by now, so. LIZI lead gapper right now. CRWD, a lot of volume on that ticker. A lot of indecision so far, but both are looking like they're cracking higher. I like LIZI. Looks similar to EVK at the open, but I still feel that LIZI is a little bit more trustworthy at this point. Both of these are Chinese tickers. LIZI has a catalyst though. Nasty flush. Usually why I'm very weary at the market open. Usually not trading too much. Just kind of sitting here on my fingers. EVK trying to break that 6.5. I wonder if it's going to get it. Another dip on EVK. I mean, yeah, actually both. Holds. Big buyers there at 415. Could be a red to green setup. Double bottom on EVK possibly. Nice bounce though on LIZI, 3%. Not like the biggest mover, but had some promise there. Which one of these tickers will bring us into the promised land? Interesting open here. Kind of a shaky open, not clear direction. Either not breaking out as much as you'd like or not selling off as much as you like. A little choppy here, so I haven't placed a trade. 9:35, one of my favorite times of the day. of bounces here. Market's pretty much chilling at neutral. That's good. Am I still in LIZI? I never was in LIZI more than like 30 seconds. You guys saw me close it. You guys would know if I'm in a trade. I never make that a secret. You guys always know. And if I'm in a trade, it's always front and center. Slow move so far. Something's gonna give at one point. CES was with a pretty impressive move. WDR just kind of holding. LIZI lead gapper, EVK second lead gapper, I would argue. ITRM was a ticker we were looking at actually pre-market. It's on the watch list. Nice move so far. Have that high here, $1. LIZI trying hard right now for a breakout of VWAP. Could do it, first attempt. A lot of people are going to be watching this ticker. I'm not super stoked because I had that recent flush on around VWAP. That's kind of why I'm not trading this one. 440, this could be it though. Here we go. 4-5, let's see it crack. I'm not super optimistic, but it could happen. Yeah, really kind of a relaxed open. That's why I'm kind of leaning back right now until I see something I like. Remember, you never have to trade. Yesterday was hot. We traded a bit more. Today, I'm not really super stoked on some of these tickers, so I'm being a little bit more cautious. Turmeric and ginger. EVK coming into possible trade territory. Long EVK. All right, we took some profits on EVK, back up maybe around $100 or so. Decent size. Try to get out a bit earlier because we're still selling off. Sold my first one at 35, then it went down to 33, and then at 37 we sold the rest. Entry at 28.5. Thanks for Molly. Nice, Mark. That's huge. You're slaying it today. Does that mean you're up over $10,000 today? Congrats, man. That's huge. That was a big flush on LIZI. You know what? We were all kind of expecting a flush like that. I kind of wanted an entry under $4, but I missed that because I was focused on EVK. That's how it goes sometimes. Congrats to anyone that got a bottom on that. Yeah, Mark, that's really, really nice. Were you holding EVK or what was your strategy on that? I'm usually shooting for like a 10% profit day. Max 4 minute. All right, all right. Possible entry here at 389. Small size to begin with. Maybe another fill coming up on LIZI. All right, quick profits. Woo! Mentally, I'm a little exhausted today, I gotta say. I kind of feel I'm missing sleep again, just like Monday. It's not a fun feeling. Walked away with about $110 profit on LIZI just now, so just kind of, you know, maintaining, kind of trying to be chill here, waiting for the good setups. Thanks for mowing. Nice bounce there, all the way back to 98. We had an entry at 88, 89, so we were walking away with like 5 cents a share. Very small trade. Most of the profits came from pretty much using a bigger size. James says ears is popping again. Yeah, it is. This one was quite the crazy, huh? EVK looks like it might break $5 at one point. It's already down 15%. I don't really see this one having a reversal. This is, honestly, we should have been shorting EVK. It says there's none to borrow on TD though, but we were saying this thing was so overtraded pre-market, and it is. And you know what? No surprise that it's selling off now. I don't think there's any shares to short on EVK, and I wouldn't really short it anymore. Now that's big support. You are not allowed to short trade on marginal stocks. Yeah, so EVK, there's no shares to short, or at least I can't short it on TD. I would have considered maybe buying another bounce off of 5. Ooh, I'm getting myself a really good head massage right now. I'd be careful trading LIZI breakouts. It's on the backside of move. Last two breakout attempts flush. I wouldn't be buying it. Thanks, Daniel. But no, I'm using. I usually just use the join the bid, join the ask, and then half the time I use the ladder as well. Really depends on what's quicker and better entry potential or exit potential on any given trade. So there's like no specifics. Well, we haven't been under the pattern day trader rule since July or June. But yeah, I mean, it's fundamental to be able to trade more often, because that's pretty much how any statistics sport is, how you can make a profit, right? If you're right 64+% of the time, like we are, basically means the more you trade, the more chances of having profits. So that's really important. Yeah, Nick, that's so true. When I was under the pattern day trade rule, I was always holding trades too long. I'd always want to maximize like my 3 trades I had, or however many trades I would have based on my cash account allocation. I'd be up like 3%. Now if I'm up 3%, I usually close a trade unless there's really strong movements. Back then I probably would always hold it, and then oftentimes I would close for a small loss, and that was always a really stressful time. No, I'm not in a workhorse swing. No, donkey. Yeah, it's one of those days where I am also not super stoked on what we're seeing, and sometimes like if you're not loving what you're seeing, you don't have to force a trade. I only did 2 trades now since the open. No, 3 trades now since the open. It's not a bad number. Sometimes I do 0 trades, but to like 10 or something. But in a way, I also was kind of forcing it a little bit. It's a good question. I'm not totally sure about that, Michael. But November, I wrapped up with $8,500 roughly. So I guess it depends if you want to calculate weekends or not. 250 roughly dollars. Day. Oh, 240, 230 if we count weekends. You guys hear the neighbors? Nice, Michael. That's really good risk management. Yeah, Michael, that's a huge problem then, huh? Ooh, my tongue is getting hot. LIZI, guys, it's really trying again, but you know, it's on the backside of a move. Potential breakout, scary stuff. Thanks, Michael. You too, man. Just consistency is key. That's really what it's all about. Nice. LIZI. Look at that pop. Volume really makes me nervous, though. Yeah, Mike, I feel you on that, man. Paper money sometimes really is a bit pointless. I use it sometimes to just learn the platform, but outside of that, I don't use paper money. It's just so unrealistic that you just don't care about it really. But I don't know, everyone's different, you know, like it's gonna work for some people and for some people it's not. For me, it wasn't something I could really take serious, so. All right, I see ITRM getting called out. It's up 70%, so there's definitely something going on here that's worth watching. Look at these moves too. Nice breakout there. First breakout was about 20%. Pulled back, now it's about 20% again. Has that resistance at 115. Stake disclosure. 130 or so, I could see this thing ripping to 125 at least. EVK might break $5. Ross is out for the day. Man, I don't blame him. It's not like the best trading day today. That's why I was sitting back. That was me being disciplined in my own way. You know, you just, if it's not hot, then what are you doing, you know? EVK might be an entry here if you're looking for a dip buy. Who knows how much it's going to dip, but He's up 6% though. Yeah, makes sense. EVK was so nice to trade pre-market. I don't know if he was trading pre-market, but that's really where at first we made our bulk of our profits, and then into the market open, I started giving back some profits, and then after the market open, I made back a little bit. So I don't know if he's hiding his trading. I mean, there's almost no point in hiding your trading, I feel like, after you do it for so long. Like at first it was kind of nice to end the stream like last year and then maybe keep trading, because I felt like, I don't know, I was still learning, and it's kind of nice to like learn without trying to explain yourself all the time, I guess you could say. Because the thing is, you don't always know, right? That's the whole point of learning. So I don't think Ross is doing that. I think he's generally probably done for the day. Well, okay. I mean, if you're like a fund or something, you're like legally not even allowed to show your trades, and there's so many rules about like hedge funds, and it's a slippery slope. As like a sole proprietor, prop trader, you can do whatever you want, right? One AP Pro, that's interesting. TKAT, I don't know. I haven't looked at TKAT at all today. I don't know. It's a bit of a one-trick pony, this ticker so far. I don't know anything about this company. I could be wrong, but just quickly looking at their past performance, I would be a little bit skeptical. But it also looks like one of those companies that you could just, I don't know. I don't want to advise bag holding, but it almost seems to work with that ticker. So there's the flush on LIZI. This is exactly why I was not trading it, but hey, I missed a 20% move to the upside, so sandbagging is also not a way to make money. Ah, dang, Sean. I know that feeling, man. Take care, though. Happy to have you here, man. I'm a sole proprietor. Alright, I'm waking up a little bit. That's good. EVK, ITRM. We got moves. This is a bigger sell-off than probably would have hoped for. Me too, Sean. Me too. I think we could all relate to that a bit, 1AP Pro. I still don't know if I'm saying your username right after pretty much over a year of what it feels like. It could be like one app or WAP. WAP Pro. That's what I'm going to start calling it, WAP Pro. Lord Almighty, what is cracking today? Just a bunch of snoozers. Okay, I nailed it from the beginning. Good, good. Okay, I'll keep calling it what it is. All right, guys, we're up so far. I gave back a little bit pre-market, and you know, into the market open, we had a few nice little dip trades, but you know, it's still pretty slow out here. Possible entry on ITRM. $103 might give. I'm not sure if it will though. not rushing into it, that's for sure. Yeah, you could see the sellers there. They were chipping away at it, but it didn't really seem to make a huge difference. I like the 5-minute setup on ITRM. That's really what was intriguing me the most. If you guys are new here from Ross's channel or just from wherever, don't forget to subscribe. We go live every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, trade the market open, and we're always starting the stream or starting the chat room around, it was before 4 a.m. when I was in Berlin, but right now it's usually around 6:50. So we always do a lot of kind of talking, looking for the gappers there. It's quite a fun little community here we've accumulated over the last year plus. Here we go, ITRM. Doing a little bit of a possible dip again. Now this is the second setup that I was not really looking for. So buying here is no longer my original move. That's why I removed my limit order and I'm a little skeptical. Ooh, look at that dip right there. Possible move back below $1. I'm not really seeing it. I think VWAP will hold here. Really am never a big fan of these extended decimal places. They just kind of always mess with your... See what happens. Watching. Momentum coming back in, going in. Size 4,000 shares here at 101. You could see how that momentum was fading a little bit, right? I was waiting for that crack of $1 and we weren't really getting that. It looked like momentum was fading a little bit. Could be wrong here, so we might crack $1. Nothing's guaranteed. But right now this is probably one of the more interesting gappers. Good little bounce zone. Yeah, you can see it cracking still here. So we're taking a small loss on this one right now. Watching, thinking about possibly. These extended decimal places always freak me out a little bit. So we're up slightly on this one. Now I'm just kind of giving back profits here. I didn't close my loss. I didn't cut my losses. 1 second. Got to manage my position. Let's see. Let's see what kind of bounce we get, if we get one at all. Watching, looking to cut my losses. Based on the movements we've been seeing, I do think we might get a little bit move over the 9.8. Yeah, no, not really seeing it. Not seeing it. Watch out. Selling off a little bit more than I would have wanted. Don't want to see this crack 9.6. That's a big peak we had there. Taking a bigger loss on this one. It's a decent size I have on it. That's really why. Trying to get out now. $200 loss so far. Ah! Annoying. You know what the annoying part on that one is? I didn't get out quick enough, and then I forced... yeah, I gave back most of my profits on that one. It is what it is. See, Ross was smart. He walked away at one point. Usually, I would have done the same, and that's why I was kind of sitting on my hands in the last 20 minutes. But I think the annoying part about this one is once I hit my max stop on this trade, which was 10%, I had to force the exit. I hate being in that position, but it was my fault because I held on too long. And every time I force a loss, or I get stopped out at 10%, it's tough because it's like, those are usually the points where I want to be buying, but it only takes one bad session where you hold one loser too long and you could be stopped out majorly. So yeah, I sold at the perfect low there at pretty much 9.5. So yeah, big shame on me, but hopefully you guys learned something with me on that one. I held that one too long. I was too aggressive on it. We've been seeing some really nice bounces on this one. So yeah, it is what it is. Gotta keep moving on. Gotta keep moving on. At least we had a nice little talk with the neighbors pretty much. I'm really hearing them pretty heavy right now. I got the window open and they're just chatting along. Nice, Mark. Congrats, man. That's a good idea. So ITRM had a decent little bounce there. That's exactly kind of where I wanted to cut my losses at 9.7. Ideally, I wanted to cut the losses above 9.8. You guys saw that, right? But yeah, I ended up cutting here, taking a $200 loss on that one. Yeah, it's not ideal, but yeah, it is what it is. I actually didn't realize we were up almost 300 bucks. It's not too bad. 10.07. Maybe we'll have some more opportunity. Maybe not. I don't know. Just gonna be kind of watching here, see what happens. And we could review some swing trades and a few other things a little bit later. Eric's wondering how much is simulated paper trading on TD. How much? It's I don't know. It's all right. You don't get the same execution, but execution on TD Ameritrade is never that good. So I guess it kind of prepares you for bad execution. I used to work for security for Target, making shoplifting. Prehension Pro. Ah, okay, that's pretty fancy stuff. All right. See, ITRM now selling off even more. If I kept on holding this one, who knows? Now it'd be down 300, 400 bucks potentially. So you got to cut your losses. It's always painful to do, especially cutting losses where you want to be buying. That's always the most painful. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom quickly. I'm going to think about how to go forward from here, and then I'll be right back. Shoot a little disclaimer out here and... Alrighty, tidy. Let's see what's going on. Always funny conversations in here. CRWD CrowdStrike Holdings really doing an impressive move today. Same with ZS. Two tickers we're not really looking at though. LIZI, EVK, ITRM. It just kind of feels like one of those days if, you know, taking that last trade kind of makes you want to do a little bit more trading because you want to make back your losses. But at the same time, I have a loss because I was forcing a trade on not so great of a kind of trading session. So, you know, I don't want to keep making the same mistake. So I may or may not, I may wrap up trading now. What we could do though is kind of go over a few things early. So let's actually switch to the where is it? Let's switch to some of the swing trades that we've been looking at lately because there is quite a lot going. I can't believe CIIC is having a 9% day today. Talk about selling too soon. We sold CIIC. Obviously, it's not going to show up in the chart right now, unfortunately. We were accumulating at 1820. We were down about 6%, and then it had a 20%, 24% pop. We sold about like a 10% profit. This was one of our bigger winners. There's a lot of these tickers that I'm really looking forward to buying again, but I felt like selling today might be a good move because I feel like there's much more downside potential at the moment on a lot of these tickers. I feel like even with CIIC, I mean, look how light the volume is here. I'm scared that this is just a dead cat bounce and we're going to maybe go down to 15 or so. So that's why I was very eager to sell yesterday a lot of our swing trades. I'm going to quickly run down the list and just kind of see if I could see a chart that makes me extra excited. Let's see what happens here. NKLA. At least it's near major support. If you were an NKLA believer, this would be a more interesting spot to buy it. But NIO looks like it's officially on the backside of the move here. TLXK is a bit too much for me. KCAC. This one stopped trading obviously on the 1125. That is now QS, so we can go ahead and remove KCAC. HCAC. This was a really, really nice swing trade again. I don't know if it's going to show our swing trades. Probably not, unless we really hold it here for quite some time. This was one of our better swing trades, so I really did enjoy this one. I would like to buy HCAC back again. This is going to be one of those classic ones I'm going to be loading up on, but for now it's still a little bit potentially overextended, although this sell volume here has been lighter, so that is a good sign. It's always kind of funny when the volume is red and it's a green candle. It's because it was a gap down day. So even though it had a nice little bounce here, it was still down about 5% from yesterday's high. So from open. So technically it was a red day. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still waiting on a lot of these tickers to come down a little bit more. I actually do really like HYLN around 18. I think that's quite nice. Kind of churning up a lot of volume though, so we'll see. Maybe this one will crack and we can maybe even accumulate this one a little bit lower, something around 15. I think that'd be really nice. Solo, it actually reached our entry target here and had a good bounce again. A lot of these tickers have been having the same price action, almost identical. I mean, check out all these DPW. Why do I put a Q here every time? DPW 1, 2, 3 red and a bounce. FTEK 1, 2, 3 red and a bounce. I mean, QuantEscape's probably the least like it. CIIC right here 1, 2, 3 in the bounce. All around the 9 EMA. So it's crazy how similar all these EVs have been trading. And into that bounce with the light volume is a big reason I was closing out these positions. I don't use, I think you mean to say light speed, not speed light, but I don't use it because of the fees. I don't think they are worth it for my style of trading. I think if I was more aggressive on breakouts and I really was trying to, I don't know, I probably will give it a try at one point, but for me at the current point, I do like TD with the no fees, so we'll see what happens. There's probably a good chance that by next year I might switch to it at one point. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, so for me on a lot of these, I'm going to be waiting a little bit more on all these kind of EV and green energy kind of companies. This could just be a healthy little pullback though. We might be seeing some new highs, but I still feel like you'd be risking 20% very, very quickly. So to me, I don't think I want to take part in it. KNDI, I mean, look at that. So we would have been, let's say, buying here, for example, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're down 20-35%. So it's just like a little bit too risky still for me. This one shot right back past our possible entry. So yeah. Yeah, but Jason, you're still paying that per share commission as well, which is a little nasty. I'm not sure, Cynical. I like to draw my own red lines. I'm not sure if there's a study that does it. I'm sure there is. What I use is I click the wheel button on my mouse, and then I click price level, and then I can just draw the price level. That's what I do. Let's go through our old growth swing list and see if we can find something. Sonos was the big one that got away from us. We had a really nice move on Sonos, walked away with some decent profit, but my problem was I forgot to buy back here in this area. It was off my radar, and this is originally where I wanted to start accumulating Sono again before possible earnings and whatnot. That was an 80-90% move that we could have wrapped up on. So that was a little bit painful that I missed Sonos. This was one of the top ones on our watch list for months. Jets keeps inching along here. I think buying Jets on any sort of major pullback would be nice. That's kind of what my goal was here in the 16s. I was waiting for it to crack below 16, enter the 15 zone. I wanted to accumulate here in this area, but never did that. Now it's up 50%. So I'm missing a few of these moves, which is not too nice. GIK, Giga Capital 3. I'm not sure. I have not looked at Giga Capital. Been trading like a lot of the EVs right now, light volume here. I would wait for maybe a sell-off past 10. Again, I know nothing about this company, so I can't really fully comment on it. No, Daniel, I don't trade options. But I have nothing against options, so I just don't do it myself. Don't forget, guys, we're going to be recapping our trades in a little bit, and also after like 1 to 2 hours of going live, we always put everything in the timestamp so you can see, you know, market open. Sometimes I post some trades there if I skip across them while I'm doing the timestamps, and then sometimes we always put the recaps there, so you guys can, if you missed the live stream, you can quickly watch the recaps if you want to get kind of caught up to speed what we did. No, I don't trade Forex either. All right, let's quickly go through this. Look at BioNTech, nice move here, back above 100, really, really solid. It had that big pop when it had that 94 something or 90% vaccine, and then it sold off when Moderna came out with the 94.5% vaccine, and then popped back up when it came out with the 95% vaccine. This has been all over the place, kind of fun to watch. What I did instead is, you know, I just said, actually PF, Pfizer, PZF. Oh man, I forgot the ticker. Hold on. Was it PFC? I think it was PFC. No. Pfizer ticker. How did I forget Pfizer ticker? I type it in all the time. I guess that shows that I shouldn't be trading today because I can't even remember the Pfizer ticker. PFE. I knew it was something like that. So PFE, what I did instead is I knew this company would probably benefit no matter who got the cure. So what I did is when we sold off after they had the bad CEO kind of selling shares, dumping shares news, I accumulated down here in my investment portfolio. We're up about 10-13% on this one. We bought around 36 something, low 36, so that was a really nice accumulation, and I'm just not going to be touching that one. Pfizer also pays a pretty solid dividend, so I'm looking to hold Pfizer for quite some time, at least over a year, but that's what the entry I was waiting for that one. You guys know about that. It's something we've talked about quite a bit. Man, it's really not too good of a day trading day. LIZI and EVK both looking really unexciting. Look at Nordstrom, absolute rocket from this zone. Wow, wow, wow. RIOT, Bren's liking this one probably. I'm not sure if he's still trading this one. I don't trade it actively anymore because I like trading small caps more. It's faster, quicker, cheaper than trading crypto. But I do like it as an asset class, so it is something that I invest into. Oh man, Joe, yeah, that sounds heavy. Happy you're okay, man. And I try the best I can. Where is Brent hiding anyway? Yeah, Express had a good bounce. This was a really sweet swing trade that we were accumulating. Where was that? We traded this 3 times. Around 60, in the 60s, we were constantly buying this one. Oh man, 200% return if we held on to that. That would have been savage. This company, big thesis behind it was if it needed to get its stock price back above $1 or else it was going to get delisted from the New York Stock Exchange. It looks like it's even down on earnings, but basically they were starting to come out with a bunch of PR that was just completely irrelevant just to get their stock price. So you knew the company was going to do whatever it took to get back above $1, and that was kind of my trade thesis on that one. Chico's, similar thesis actually as Express. I'm usually not trading retail, but those were really nice. They even popped up on our gap scanner. Look at IPOB, Social Cap. This is a SPAC definitely worth following. Zillow, huge run. Peloton, a bit overextended in my eyes still. GE, was thinking about buying back on GE, but it had such a strong run. We took profits close to 11, so maybe I'll wait for a bigger sell-off. GameStop, I still fundamentally don't understand why GameStop goes up, so I have yet to go long on a swing on GameStop. Nice move on Snowflake, huh? I still am kind of waiting for Snowflake to break 200. I don't feel like it warrants an investment till then. But man, it's such a strong growth company right now that I'm not even sure if it will do that. Aaron, I feel you. It's always a slippery slope. Trading too much. Remember, guys, grass is always greener on the other side. So sometimes you just got to stick to one thing and milk it as much as you can. Even Walgreens had a beautiful bounce, good dividend on this one. This is a ticker that back in, what was that, October or something, it might have even been September. We were talking, yeah, it was here in September. I think it was right here in this dip. And then I was like, okay, we're going to buy it into the 33s. It goes to like 34 or something like that, just breaks it, and then it has its huge run up. And I'm like, no, I can't believe it. That was a little bit painful. Same with CVS. We missed both of those. Bets. Penn. Bets is an ETF on like online gambling. And then we traded DKNG after I had that Michael Jordan join the board. Then we rode it. This was a really good swing trade. We rode it for a while and took profits around 55. That was a really, really sweet move. I'm really upset that our trades aren't showing. TD really needs to improve that. That's always really stressful. CVAC, we traded this once, made a decent little profit off of it, but man, oh man, this thing rallied much harder than I was expecting. Sometimes some of these companies, you just, like a good company, sometimes you just got to throw in your investment portfolio. Just like Tesla, like Apple. That's why a lot of these companies, I don't swing trade or day trade because I'd rather just invest in them. Or else I just, look back at it in 2 years time and I'm like, I should have just bought it and held. That's why I like day trading small caps, because most small caps you never want to hold. So it's kind of nice to just be like, boom, I'm going to day trade this one. I'm going to be done with it. And then, all those really good companies you like, kind of buy and hold. Yeah, for sure, John. Thanks, Harley, man. Appreciate that. RKT, this is one of those companies that I would probably accumulate under 17.5. I'm going to put an alert on here. Would love to jump on this one. I'm not totally sure where, but I think a break of 17.5 and then maybe something around 15. I don't know, maybe 14. It's super hard to say at this current point, but this is one of those companies that I don't really see is going anywhere, but I think from what I remember researching, it is a little bit overvalued. So too good to keep an eye on. ADT. I was hoping it was going to have a bit more continuation today because pre-market it looks so strong. Still our swing trade that we're holding on to. I don't know. We'll do there. Yeah, so right now on our swing trading account, the only thing we're holding is ADT, and I'm getting ready for accumulating again. I would love to accumulate. I just feel like right now it might not be the best time. I could be wrong. Maybe we're gonna miss a big run, but I'd rather have my gun locked and loaded, my account locked and loaded with cash, and wait for those good buying opportunities. LIZI, guys, breaking out heavy duty right now. Huge move on LIZI. Yeah, it's late morning, Romoli. I totally don't blame you. I'm going to see if LIZI is an opportunity. This is kind of what we were waiting for. A little bit of something. ITRM just kept on selling off. LIZI, yeah, good reminder, Constantine. This is the one with constant nasty flushes. So I think buying a breakout early and taking profits early is probably the way to play this one. Big old pop here. Volume's on its side though. That's what I like about it. We have big resistance right around 5 and that pre-market high of 5.2. Could keep running. Generally kind of curious where this thing's planning to go from here. Abdul, I use TD and Webull scanners. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if I can get along this one. I'm just kind of watching it. Bit more of a sell-off there. That could have been an interesting opportunity. Might do a small size, just watching it. Definitely a bit of a flushy ticker though. Small entry here at 4.5. Still selling off. Boom, took some profits on that really quick. Did not trust that at all. Really quick move there. Back at 65. Whew. Made like 130 bucks on that one. Back up about $200 on the day. I think I'm done with trading. I think I'm done for today. What a freaking roller coaster of emotions today it was. Was up, was down today, was up today, was up 300, was back down to almost 0. Now back up to 200. Just an emotional roller coaster of a day. I'm gonna leave it at that. I was thinking we could make another, I was thinking either this is a bull flag or this is a bull flag that doesn't break out. That's kind of what I was thinking. So a proper bull flag would be breaking past 4.8 and then going into the 5s. But this thing was so flushy and today was such a bad day in terms of just choppiness, and people probably lack expectations today. So a lot of people probably, were going to maybe take profits early. So that's why I decided to sell pretty much right away. John's making more coffee. So, I mean, it could keep running, but to me, it's not worth it. It could easily sell off here, dump, flush, nasty. I mean, look at the past on this one. I have a rule against trading flushes. Flush, 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 mini flush, flush. And I don't know. Yesterday was so simple compared to today. I almost want to go back to that beautiful ticker. What was it? Was it CBAT? No, it wasn't CBAT. It was CVAT. No, it wasn't CVAT. Hold on. I wrote it down because I forget tickers all the time. My brain can't remember this many tickers. CATB. Are you guys ready to see stock porn? Look how good this is. Let's just admire CATB, what it did to us yesterday. Beautiful first leg, 40% plus. Beautiful consolidation, no more than 20-30% from pre-market highs, and then a beautiful at the market open second leg 80% rally. That was a classic gap and go right here to the T. Clean breakouts, clean pullbacks. Breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback. This one, we had a nice dip trade on this one. Another nice breakout, pullback, and then at 10:26, 10:30, you're done for the day. That was like as good as it gets. We also traded this one a few times on the way to the downside on dip trades because we knew that right here, right after this move, at roughly 10:30, we were on the backside of the move. We were officially going to the downside, backside of the move. This is the upside, and we were trading some dips on this one. I was documenting my trades on CATB this morning, and I was like, wow. CATB was sexy. Obviously nothing to swing trade, nothing to hold, but intraday action was really nice. And then on the downside of that, on the opposite end of the spectrum, you get something crazy flushy like LIZI. How are you supposed to trade this? No wonder Ross Cameron left early. Here it goes. This is the big question mark that I had. Is this a bull flag or is this a bull flag fake out? In my eyes, it was a bull flag fake out. It actually ended up being a bull flag breakout. So yeah, we could have walked away with much more profit on this one, but today was, to me personally, not the day to put the pedal to the metal. So yeah. Young Scalpy, they call me. I like that, Jonathan. Joe Kennedy says I should change the name to Stock Porn of the channel. That's actually a pretty catchy name. I would probably check out that channel. Yeah, my stuff. I totally feel you. 20 cents a share. I'd be freaking screaming with joy. CATV. Thanks for all the corrections, guys. I just see that all those things coming in there. Oh yeah, you remember that, Aaron? Let's see if I can find the video. How do I change the settings to dark? Move channel to branded account. What does that mean? So if you want to change your YouTube channel color, apparently you click on your profile picture and then there's a theme button. Profile picture, dark theme. I'm clicking on my profile picture, but I don't see dark theme. Oh, there it is, appearance. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. My eyes can sleep again. Nice, the final countdown. Thanks a lot for that. Constant shout outs. I really do appreciate it. Legend. Can I search my channel? Flush. Oh, no. All right, let me see if I can find the video for anyone that's generally interested in new rule. Oh, price action here. Oh my God, my hair is short. I think I found the video, guys.
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google.
We got 2 dislikes on this video for some reason.
Go.
Oh yeah, I think this is it. If you guys are curious, I'm just share it in the group. I don't know if you guys are or not, but if you want to learn why we made a flush rule, look at me. I look like I have the buzz cut. This is where I talk about it. And if you guys never seen a recap video, this is what they used to be like. But if you guys see it on the chart right now, this is U. Look at this. Flush, 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 flush. And guess who got stuck in every one of those flushes except maybe the first one? Oh, and the second one. This guy right here. I was so upset after that. I was just like, ah! If I trade something like this in the future, I'm either going to get in early or not trade it. And that's pretty much what I decided to do on LIZI. This was a little bigger bull flag. I was not going to buy into the breakout here because I was scared it was going to flush to the downside. And I was not going to get in early here either. I was only going to get in on a break of maybe 4 or 5. That's what I was thinking in my head. Yeah, this was bad. What did we end it that day on? This was October 29th. Here we go. October 29th, it looks like we had a $289 red day. Ooh, and look how much stuff we traded. Oh my lord. Oh, never mind. This is when I had all these swing trades in the account. This is just all these swing trades. That was also throwing me off totally. So it's just like in you guys are gonna see that in today's monthly recap video where I talk about swing trading and really not combining it with your day trading account. Yeah, David, I like the idea. Wow, look at LIZI just flying here. Now it knows that everyone has FOMO and are upset with LIZI, so they decide to give him some more FOMO. That's how it works, guys. These tickers mess with your brain, and it's sometimes better just to walk away. So I'm happy I got a little bit of redemption today. I played with fire a little bit on a flushy stock. I try to manage my risk well. I think I did all right. So walked away with a small profit. But yeah. Han's still in LIZI, man. Congrats. Good for you. It is almost Christmas, huh? Uh-oh, what is that? What is that? LIZI going crazy. GPS being called out from calm down for a swing trade. GPS is in our buy central gap. Yeah, good call out. I would probably consider trading gap. Maybe wait for a break under 20. Maybe we're gonna be blessed with a break under 20. I mean, technically it's still holding, but that was a pretty flushy breakout. Yeah, 6-7. Ooh, lordy lord, I would be... If I was a turtle right now, my head would be in my shell. That's for sure. Here we go, 647. This is one of those situations where you're trading and you just sit under your desk. Oh man, I think I'm gonna go for a swim or something after this. All right, guys. I don't know if you see what I'm doing right now, but the glove is coming off. Saving that bad boy for tomorrow. let's do a little bit. The Michael Jackson love. Maybe secretly Michael Jackson was a day trader, and that's why he wore gloves this whole time, and we're just realizing it today. Now there's a conspiracy theory I can get behind. He was a gay trader. That's so bad. Oh man, classic. As bad as that is, it's actually quite funny. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up. It's 10:48 here. Let's do a little bit of a midday recap, especially for anyone that is tuning in a little bit late, watching the playback, and anyone that is maybe looking for a little bit late day trading. So we're wrapping up the day here today, up $200. We're $200 profit on LIZI, roughly 200 on EVK, and down 200 on ITRM. ITRM, one trade cost me a lot. I held a loser too long, and then I hit my max stop. I'm down about 10% on ITRM in one trade. That was pretty nasty. And then it, stopped me out. Good thing though, because ITRM, LIZI still flushing. ITRM, I'll start the recap with this one. Unfortunately, TD right now is not showing our trades. You guys are used to that. TD just kind of sucks with showing trades. I talked to their support about it. If you guys remember the picture, it was absolutely hilarious. They were like, yeah, it's on our backlog of non-important issues. And I'm like, okay, thank you for that beautiful feedback. Nice. Sarnajar, I hope I'm saying your name right. Congrats, man. So yeah, we traded this dip right here. Right here around like 99 or something like that. Or was it around $1? I forgot. I was looking for a move back to the 90 EMA, back to VWAP, kept on selling off, and guess what? I stopped at the perfect low. Bounced up around 2% or so. Either way, we would have took a big loss on this one. So yeah, if I sold for a $150 loss or $200 loss, that's pretty much what I was dealing with at the moment. And then kept on selling off another 7% until it eventually did have a bounce back up. But you play with fire with tickers like this. This is a sub-dollar stock with a lot of failed spikes to the upside. I didn't even really care too much what the news was. It was just not really a stock that I was super interested in. I just saw a good opportunity, and sometimes those work out, sometimes they don't. So this time it didn't work out, and that's what it is. So EVK, this was the clear lead gapper today, guys. This is the one that we were all watching. Pre-market at least, and pre-market was beautiful. We had a big first leg to the upside. We had a consolidation, no more than 27% down from pre-market highs, and we had another second leg to the upside. Both legs were really around 100% rallies. This one was over 100% rally, and this was like an 80% rally. Unfortunately, until the market opened, because the stock was overextended quite a bit, it actually ended up selling off pretty much the whole entire day. In terms of how we're thinking about this one with my trade, well, we had a lot of these recent spikes that never ended up holding their highs. There's probably a lot of bag holders on this ticker, and that's why I was not surprised that when this thing opened up, it actually sold off. I would have kind of expected it to sell off a little bit quicker. I would have liked a nice red to green move, something like that. That's kind of what my original trade thesis was on this ticker. Yeah, it never really happened, so I never really ended up trading EVK out of the gates, except once somewhere in this area. EVK also has no catalyst, so a little bit of a question mark kind of stock in my eyes as well. Oh, you know what I called actually? I called this stream today Tuesday. It's actually a Thursday. This post will forever be called Tuesday. Look at this, Tuesday pre-market gappers, and I just changed it to Thursday. So EVK, also 4 million float, has that spike abilities, and I was talking about the bag holders. Not sure what the news is. That's why I was like, well, you want to be a little bit careful with this ticker. Let me just see if I can move things around here a little bit better. Yeah, so not sure what the news is. 4 million flow, Chinese apparel manufacturing. I don't know. To me, I was like, at one point, I was just trying to trade the price action, but it was such a quick mover. Around 8 o'clock, this thing really just shoots up and never really pulls back too much, at least to the point where you can get aggressive. There were some good moves, and we made some decent profits on it, but it was a tough one. LIZI, very tough one as well. Look at that nasty flush. So LIZI is the epitome of a flushy stock, and this is why I was avoiding a lot of moves on LIZI. You can kind of see here, I tried to trade a little bit of a breakout here, made a small profit, tried to trade a pullback here, didn't work, and then I was like, after this failed flush breakout, I was like, I'm not trading this one. Then we had a move back here, possible break of VWAP. I decided to not to trade this one because here we had a failed breakout, right? Because of that, I didn't trade this one, and because of these three, I didn't trade this one. Which, you know, I did miss this big like 20% rally here, so technically I did miss some opportunity, and you know, you don't want to be overly biased. So if you see a flushy stock, remember you want to maybe start focusing on trading ranges, because that's what would have worked really well on LIZI. What we could have done is basically say, all right, well, this is a flushy stock. Every time it breaks out, it flushes. But every time it flushes, look at this. It flushes 13% here, flushed 15% here, it flushed 12, 13% here. It flushed again, let's see, oh, this one was a big flush, like 20%. But okay, well, every time it flushes, it finds a little bit of support and has a bit of a bounce. So maybe after a flush, after maybe the second pullback or so, maybe you could, you know, try to hold it for a little bit of a dip trade. I don't know. That's maybe one way to trade it. With UUU, similar situation. So I don't know how far we have to go back on this one, but around, actually, let's customize this list. Let's go to the 5-minute, edit this one to 90 days, I think would work. Apply. This should load quite a bit here. Let's see, 5 and 90. This goes back. I think this is the flushy day. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, well, here's an example of a pretty kind of flushy day. This is also a bit of a ranging. We have the nice range here. This was October where this happened, so right now we're way far away. We're still in August. Okay. Here it is. So this is the flushy day. We're on a 5-minute chart. And you can see every time it flushes, it kind of finds a little bit of support. So maybe in the future, trading a flushy stock, what we really want to be doing is starting to trade ranges. You know what? I have my little bit of a, I'm going to be adding a couple new videos on rules and whatnot on our, so if you guys have not watched it, the foundation video series, I'm going to add some more videos there at one point, but I have this little checklist here I want to keep updating as we trade together, and there's some of the rules I'm going to be updating on this as well in a little bit, and I'm going to be adding that to our rules. So basically, flushy stocks, we want to keep in mind that don't trade breakouts on a flushy stock. Look instead for trading ranges, right? We have a nice range here. The reason I'm talking about UUU is because this ticker was one of those flushy stocks in the past. You can see we have a bit of a support range right here, and then again around 425, right above the bigger support. So you can kind of see that this is a bit of the medium between these two ranges, between 4, let's say 10 and 5. And then we have this kind of 450 medium range. So every time it's a flushy stock, you can start buying it on these kind of dips and then selling it to the rips instead of buying the rips. So keep that in mind. I wanted to share that with you guys a little bit. I think that's kind of an important thing to talk about here. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think, but I always like to write these things down, and over time, it adds up a little bit, right? Strategies. I'm gonna add a strategy here to my little notebook called, and I'm gonna share all this with you guys, just it's not ready for it. Flushes, trading, flushes, buy the range. Gotta like them support and resistance zones, huh? Always makes me a little bit excited. Okay, so that's a big thing I wanted to share. So if we come back to LIZI, which clearly is one of those flushy tickers, just be careful, guys. Like I don't really expect much out of this ticker. I feel like at this point it's just going to be selling off. At first, I really like the fact that we broke above this $4 zone, and it looked like we were going to move up from this and maybe break $6. $4 to me was always the big resistance area on this ticker. So the second we broke above the $4 pre-market, I was like, okay, LIZI is 100% a ticker I'm going to be watching. Unfortunately, we didn't get that great follow through. And watch out, right now it looks like it's forming a bit of a bear flag here. This could easily continue a downwards descent. So yeah, LIZI is, to me, it's a dead stock. I don't know, maybe it's going to do something else at one point, but I don't see it at this point. Don't forget to drop a like, guys, if you enjoy the content, enjoy the community, and if you're learning something new here. Really, really enjoy trading with you guys. Thinking of stop loss rates. Oh my god, you know what we gotta do? We should do an Age of Empires like community like battle. Oh man, maybe I should add that to my Discord. All right, guys, we're gonna think about it. We're thinking about things right now. Aaron, that's a good idea. I like it. Jordy says, Calm Down says, I missed that game. It's the best ever. Every Thanksgiving, Ike and I will play a few matches. Some Black Forest. It's always good fun. All right, let's get back on track here. I just got so distracted, which is totally fine because Age of Empires is allowed to distract me whenever it wants. Okay. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty much wraps up the recap. All these tickers, I am not really interested in trading. EVK might even have the most potential at this point, which is like baffling to even say. I don't think I'm going to be touching any of these. So to me, it's all, I don't know. They had their nice moves. We had our plays with them. We're ending the day green, so I couldn't really be more happy about it. So I'm happy. What a day. What an absolute day today. Oh, my Lord. I like the second one, high definition or definitive one, whatever it's called. Maybe, Joe, honestly, it might be better just not even start because there's so much to learn and to explore, but it's like really fun, so it's dangerous. It's very addicting. It's pretty much like a drug in my eye. All right, guys, let's wrap it up here. It was epic trading with you guys again. Couldn't be more happy about it. There was a time about a year ago where I was like, oh God, I have to stream, and then my trading went. But I think nowadays it's like, let's see what the community's up to. Am I missing something? What can I learn? And yeah, awesome stuff. If you're totally new here, don't forget to join the community, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Check out the Discord. All that stuff is in that first video description below. You'll find everything at tradejournal.co/connect. I actually got to update this this video here. It's kind of irrelevant nowadays. You got the trading series. You got the slides checklist. You got our sponsors. You got the Facebook group, the Discord group, and some merch. Merch also needs to be upgraded. And then we have some of our older courses here, which are still kicking it, especially the profitable crypto trader course. This course took me 2 months to put together, and it's really relevant actually to every asset class. We go over a lot of chart patterns, so that's where this is the beefy course. So all right, cool guys, I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Any questions here? Looks like everything is good. All right. See you everyone tomorrow. I'll put Lizzie up here for that last little look. and this could flush at any moment. Good luck anyone that keeps on trading. Remember, stay safe, make some awesome trades, don't overtrade. Today is not a day to possibly overstay your welcome, but who knows, maybe there's going to be beautiful late day action. Who knows? I sure don't. And I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys in today's recap video. Today we're going to come out with a November recap video. I will see you in that video and in the comments. So ciao cacao, guys. I'm between the two. DC, I am between the two, and I don't know. I did a lot of traveling the last 2-3 years, so it's a little bit. I was doing like an Airbnb for a month in a lot of places. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Time for some chili vanilli and some lunch. How do I end this stream? It gets me every time, especially with OBS. Now that I'm using a new platform. All right, there it is. Ciao, guys.